It's the home team taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take some... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. And they'll run the option to start the drive. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Up the middle, Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Here's Johnson to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Ready. 38. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Johnson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 3 yards out. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Now the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ingram again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The toss right. This is Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They give to Ingram up the middle.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's King looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. King. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now Johnson throwing to start the drive. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. King. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. King. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Ready, 33, yellow. Check back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Cut.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Ready?
Johnson on first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Operating from the gun. Johnson. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start. 13 yards and moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
After one, a 14-3 ball game. To throw is King. To throw on second down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Ingram.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. King. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a 1st down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
King looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They're running. Ingram. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Pascal. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Johnson, he finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They give to Johnson going right. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Johnson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Operating from the gun. Johnson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Here we
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Johnson. He's got a man. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Ready, 45, right. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Back to throw. Johnson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Johnson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. King. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
The sack goes to Damian Wilson.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
72 yards on the ground for him so far.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Coming left, it's Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Let's go now. 33, yellow. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Johnson now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a throw here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11.
Back to throw. Johnson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running right. This is Ingram. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
King now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go, set. 60 ready. 60 ready.
Here's Johnson throwing to start the drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun. Johnson, he finds his man, complete. That's Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Johnson on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? and that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Ingram, he's been busy today, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, King. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. King. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ready, break.
Johnson throwing on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, yellow, 43.
To throw again. Johnson. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Johnson now to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. King. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, break.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is Ingram. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now King on 3rd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Ingram again. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
After that run for a 1st down, I don't know the confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he's got it down to the 28. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Hitting London coming across the field.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
The carry here for the big tight end.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Ingram will score. Touchdown, Miami. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Johnson. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive. Good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Johnson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Johnson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Johnson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They go to Johnson again, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Looking to throw. Johnson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
60 red. 60 red. Check, cut. Ready.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Second and 2.
95.
Back to throw. Johnson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle, Johnson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Johnson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Johnson steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Back to throw. King. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Ready.
Johnson throwing to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Let's go now. Blue, 32. Stop your whining. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson, quick hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4, they could still get a first down without scoring. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw. Johnson, flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Miami set to take over. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Up the middle, Ingram.
124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Running right, this is Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. King.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Johnson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So the Dolphins now down by 6. Just over 1:40 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. King. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10.
This one complete to Ingram.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
9 yards that time.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.